Hey, welcome to session 29 of Oxygen Not Included. Now, all the comments really on that last video, and thank you for commenting, all seem to rotate around what we had going on here. And I think for the most part it was like Wheezewort, or it's called Wheezewort? Wartseed. What's Wheezewort? Is that Harry Potter? Wheezewort could work, Wartseed could work. But it's not something that most people have tried. It's more of there's more end game ways to do it. But all right. So the thing that I want to try with doing this is have as many Wheezewort seeds as possible in order to get this set up. So the first thing I want to have a look at is how many can I possibly get. Let's just go hunting for some. So go down this way. And then dig out. We'll probably let time move on. We don't need to pause while we do this. And then we can dig across here, dig down, dig across. Just don't want. I don't know, I just feel like I want to actively move around the polluted ice and so on, but get to this guy, it doesn't look like I've got too much choice other than getting that one there. See if that works. And on this side, what do we got? Got a couple. I don't know if they can get through that sort of gap. I guess we'll find out. Oh, that is sand. Frozen sand, I guess. Then I think we had another one up here. Yep. There's plenty of building going on all over the place to start this one. Polluted ice there, so I guess if we cancel that one. Okay, so how are we doing for this sort of build? That's a lot deeper than I realized, I think. So yeah, not surprising me that that's not their first point to go to. Yeah, I think sort of heading probably a bit more around, so I don't really need to focus on that, I suppose, at the moment. That's more just something that can work as we go. Now, I am kind of liking having these Wheezewort around. Oh, they are called Wheezewort, I'm not crazy. Then what am I thinking of that sounds like Wheezewort from Harry Potter? Don't know. So, what I'm going to do is deconstruct those two. End that for now. And then I'm going to... So my plan is that what I should do is build the pump like here. And then have Wheezewort sort of exist here. And then like say a shelf down and across and here. So it's almost like the the gas has to flow slowly past all of the Wheezewort in order to get to the pump at the end of it. It's the current thinking. Now, I did see one of the achievements in this game is to have 8 dupes all wearing custom outfits at the same time. I assume that that's like a station or something where I can make clothes, and I assume that I don't have anywhere near the materials needed to customize outfits. I assume, but that is one that I'm curious about, just because it is an achievement. It's something that at least I'm aware of that sounds interesting, at least. We can see that we've got the temperature down to 18 degrees at the moment, so it's 24 down here and then 18 up there, so he's doing an alright job. Well, some parts of that are 14, it's quite good. So you can see even that water there is 22 degrees. I wonder if I had Wheezewort that sat underwater, what sort of impact that would have to the water, if it would potentially freeze it. One suggestion as well about cooling the water in a makeshift sort of way would be to run it through one of the frozen biomes. So say if I had the tubes and everything run through one of these biomes, that potentially this one, say that I've left, I haven't sort of gone and dug all the cold out of, so that those gas pumps pump through here, should be like cooling down the gas as it moves. I do quite like it. The only problem with that is that it's probably a bit too far removed. Well, this room is so far removed from anywhere else that that could possibly be the case. And I believe I'd stopped on this because I needed plastic for the timer. Right. Yes. Definitely needing plastic is coming to a head at this point, I would say. And one thing I was thinking about in the way that I design this room would be that I get automation and I want a gas element sensor. And we put that here. And the way that that works is that I say it's looking for hydrogen, and if it gets touched by hydrogen, then turn off the pump. So this pump will stop, so that basically it means that if hydrogen gets that low, it won't continue to try and pump in. How are we doing for algae? Still got a couple of ton, but we'll dig more of those out. Alright, how are we doing without digging? This is probably my one worth checking. If they haven't built this, then they're probably not towards the end. I assume that they're going to go do these other ones first. I mean, a lot of this is going to fall on Ellie's shoulders if they're going to have to go through those double locations. Just a quick one as well. I think as of the point that I post this video, Oxygen Not Included is on sale on Steam. I think 60% off. So if you are watching this, enjoying it, and haven't played the game and are interested in it, it's probably a good time to get it cheap. Does make me wonder as well if I should get the DLC for it. From what I've read from the DLC, it doesn't seem like it's going to add too much to it. Rocketry I can still do here, it just adds more sort of features and travel, and I'm not sure that's something that I need to worry about anytime soon. cut out that piece of ladder as well as we build this. We'll wait for that section to be built before I remove that, I think. Let's put this guy here. May as well just get the sort of layout of this thing started. Now I'm not sure how much I need the airlock here. I mean, if this guy works correctly, this guy should never see hydrogen. And if I remove those, then hopefully oxygen will just sort of flow through anyway. That oxygen might be able to come down and sort of move through this and just sort of be pushed against that hydrogen. It's a long journey down here. An area you can't breathe. I do like it when they're clearly more than willing to get to an area that, like, go do a job that seems easier and closer. Good job, Ellie, for doing the hard work. Tell you what, Ellie, the next mine masher thing that we find, that can be yours. Alright, slowly getting there with some of these. And we don't really need to get rid of those two there, do we? We go cancel 1, 2, 3. We can just dig those two and they'll be able to get across. What's up in there? Hydrogen. Now, just pausing for a second to double check. The vacuum exists over there, so we're okay. That puts us very close to the vacuum, but not in the vacuum. Very close. This is somewhere that we really haven't explored too much to this right. There's a lot of slime, and I think there is something that allows me to convert slime into algae. I should look into that. Let's have a look at that. Algae distiller. Find slime into algae. Great. Alright, let's have a look at that. What does that cost us? Polluted water. That's what we get out of that. Alright. Well, let's try putting it down here next to our polluted water. So then all we need to do is put a plumbing liquid pipe just straight up, I guess. I assume we're going to have to put a little ladder here briefly to allow those pipes to be built. We'll also need power to it. Oh no, power's already done. And that's it, I think. I can actually cancel all that because I actually use common sense to get around the top to do it. Okay, so that now just needs slime. So, let's in that tiny little gap there, let's build a storage bin. And let's just put slime in there. So we'll put some more automation wire. This could be tricky because if I come straight down, I have to actually get someone in there to dig this. But I mean, they're going to have to anyway to get the rest of the pipes in there. All right. So we'll say that runs straight down. That's going to need electricity as well. And the closest electricity is going to be just here. So let's just take it on the same path. Now, just looking at all of this and this guy flashing. No. Doesn't really seem like he's got that much going on. It's just this one guy is all that's really on. I think he is just saying he's not being used. So I don't know if maybe I should convert all this stuff down here. Actually being on him. So they run this across here. And then deconstruct those guys. If I cancel that, what we'll do is we'll deconstruct those guys. So that if we ever do need anything on that level, that can come from this side too. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll make a little sideways bridge up here, and we'll get them to dig out that section. We can deconstruct that little piece of ladder there. Let's have a look how we're doing down here. Not much action going on down there, but I assume that that's because Ellie is working on some of these other ones. Keep looking at this, wondering if there's a way that I can make this higher without raising this. I don't think it'd be possible. Now, I'm not fully sure on what I want to do with the oxygen coming from this gas pump and whether I actually need that gas pumping into this room or if I just need that pumping into my sort of just into here or something, just allowing it to flow through the community, and that just incidentally some of it gets in here. Cancel, I want to deconstruct. How are we doing at the top? It's looking a bit better. Alright, so let's go dig some slime up. So what we'll do is we'll build a ladder up. I mean, I guess that means that I'm going to be making If this emits polluted water, then it's just that the slime is made up of algae and polluted water. So I'm going to be gaining polluted water here, which is possibly positive as well. It's already pumping water too. Pumping nothing at the moment, I guess. Alright, let's get some slime going. we'll see how it works. So let's deconstruct, say, 1 and 2. And we'll put in arm tile. Yeah. I do wonder if I've made the layout of this not right either. That I should put... I mean, you can still see that there's sort of a little bit of polluted oxygen around. I suppose not too much, but that's not too big a deal. There's 2 deodorizers around it. I'll use my power digger. Got someone up here. What are we doing? Grabbing some ice. There's a fair bit of slime here too. We do start to get a real good use out of this slime. Actually, I'm happy to see that I get polluted water out of it. Genuinely, because I had the concern of this using water. That if we use water with this guy and we're using polluted water, but we're also generating polluted water from somewhere, makes it feel like we're not just using as much. I'm very happy with our water supply too. I mean, we're obviously using water. We're not even using this second reserve down here, and that's still staying at a really nice height. And we don't even have, say, our water sieve to fix water in action yet. Okay, so if we have a look at the Wheezewort that we've currently got 3. Plant one there. We will build another square here to plant another. And then we'll start to build another row along here. You can see around here the air's going to be 10 degrees. Hopefully this will start to come down a bit too. Get our gas output going for this guy. We'll move him across just to go on that same one line. But because this is going to be... No, actually... I suppose we can just keep going for a second. Where do we want that? Just run it up. Actually. Cancel those. Cancel that. So, the other thing that we do need in this is a gas filter. So we'll flip that around. And it will be that we pump this just into that. We will take the pure hydrogen straight up. and that can be ventilated at the very top. We will then take the oxygen. And we want it to pump to... I'm not even really sure where we want the oxygen going to at this point. I mean, this is very carbon dioxide heavy area down here, but we don't really need oxygen pumping into it. I mean, I might throw it into this corridor for now. Just put a little bit of that there to help them dig up. And we want this to be now I want it to be sending a run signal. So it's the opposite, right? So it should be that I want to say that this is if it can sense oxygen, then it sends a green signal. And also, I was just thinking about this before. I want to disable auto harvest on all of these guys. Because I don't want them harvesting them. I want the guy that lives in here getting to eat them. So that's sensing oxygen. So as long as that senses oxygen, this will continue to pump. If that senses hydrogen, then it will stop. Should be the theory. Makes me wonder if I should put it one higher. It's okay. I'll see how it works where it is. Alright, I can see there's some in there. We'll also take the algae that's still available to us. We'll do the same thing again, so we'll deconstruct those two. Oh, look at how we're doing with our digging. Unreachable. I don't know if that just is unreachable if it's not yet been dug out, maybe. How are we looking at that southern one? Oh, they actually are getting there. Nice. Yeah, we'll disable that guy for now. Certainly don't need him pumping. Right, so output 2 should be hydrogen. feel that that sort of temperature there is... I mean, the temperature's still fine. Obviously, what we need is the heat of the air that's coming in to get significantly lowered as it moves through this. And say if that is going at 70 and the air in here is 20, then that should drop it to, I don't know, 50. Which still isn't good for these guys, but... Still waiting for that one to even just be uprooted. I don't know what they're holding them off that. Oh, they just can't get through there, I guess. Which does answer that question about moving through those weird little paths that I've made. Which mean that through this path down here they can't actually get. I'm down here just to collect the ice we don't really need. It's a long journey for ice. Okay, so we'll put in next farm tile. Grassy, gassy moos. I wonder what a gassy moo looks like. Okay. Let's start a dig down here. And what we want to achieve is to dig up all of this. And something so close to home in oxygen they can breathe. They seem more than eager to get on it. Alright, I guess we'll just build them a small little ladder to get to that last one. And then we'll dig a little bit further out, just because we want that algae that is there. Now, how is the... Does this give me any sort of report on how much I've used? How much I've made? Not really. I think I've just been playing another game recently that's been giving me a thing where it actually will tell me like what our build sort of times are. Oh, sorry, like how much I've created in the last year. So it's quite neat. Okay, so let's deconstruct this part of this ladder. Yeah, we're going for more Wheezewort. Build a piece of ladder there just in case that's what they're after. That's the one I want, right? Glossy Draco. So there's two of them. There's that guy there. And this guy here. It's handy that they can give dirt to these from underneath. That's something I considered when I when I build it, but certainly handy. I mean, it's not the way that Stinky thinks, but... Okay. Let's start off with putting this guy... Actually, the first thing we'll do is we'll deconstruct this and then we'll put him right in this corner. We will also put a manual airlock on this. Actually, we may as well make it mechanized. There's going to be power coming all the way to this electrolyzer. No, yes. So, may as well a door they can move through a little bit quicker. They ever need to come down here, which hopefully shouldn't be very often. But actually building that will be, I guess, what we do to start our next one, because this will be our last day here. Cool. Now we definitely want him. Is there a way that I can ask him to be... I can't really ask him to move, can I? My problem with him. Alright, so that's a question for the next way. How do I move this guy, since I can't wrangle him, from there into my carbon dioxide haven? And again, thanks for watching, as always. And until next time, I'll catch you later. See ya.